Are you looking for the best meat slicers in your budget? Well, in today's video we break down the top 5 best meat slicers that are available on the market. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I try to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To see the more information about these products, you can check out the description below. Also, make sure you subscribe for more videos. Okay, so let's get started with the video. At number 5, BESWOOD 10 inches Premium Meat Slicer. This is an excellent high-grade meat slicer that puts out more than enough power and performance for even the most demanding home user. The 10-inch blade is one of the more standout features, providing plenty of cutting size for all but the largest and heaviest meats. It will easily cut large, up to 8¼ inches, slices of whatever your meat of choice is, as thin as you care to slice it and up to about a ½ inch thick. The bod is made of a sturdy aluminum, with nicely grippy rubber feet. It's safe to use, with a nice blade guard, while remaining very powerful, at 1/3 horsepower and 282 revolutions per minute. This is a highly versatile model, with enough power and speed to slice pretty much anything. Not just meats, but cheeses, bread, and vegetables are all fair game as well, giving you an all-purpose slicing machine for when you need to quickly crank out meals. The blades are a high-quality chromium-plated carbon steel, harder and sharper than a more standard stainless steel blade would be. Built into the top are a pair of sharpening stones, which lets the meat slicer's blade self-sharpen even while in use. You never need to sharpen it by hand. You'll certainly pay a premium for it, this being one of the higher-end consumer available models, but it's well worth it for anyone that needs the best-performing meat slicer you can find. The value of this machine can't be understated. This is the best bang for your buck on the market. At number 4, Gourmia GFS 700 Professional Electric Power Food and Meat Slicer. If you want a small, cheap, but still solid performing meat slicer, this one packs a lot into a compact and inexpensive package. The blade size is small, but plenty for a lot of uses, especially slicing small, hard meats like pepperoni. This one even does hard cheeses. Soft cheeses are a no-go, and has a pretty good-sized tray for catching and holding meat as you continue to slice. It is perfect for anything you might put on a sandwich or cracker, cutting slices as thick as 3/4 inch down to very thin sizes. It even does hard breads like a soda bread. It has a sturdy cast aluminum body and is easy to take apart to clean. It only has 2 major stumbles. The suction cup feet are a bit of a disappointment. No-slip rubber is a much better material than suction, which is unreliable and prone to slipping, and minor nicks or cuts, or even something that gets under the bottom can ruin its suction. The second is the horsepower. The blade has a really slow revolution and you need to be careful when using it. Something tough or sticky, like soft cheeses, could cause it to get stuck and burn out. The price though definitely makes up for all its shortcoming, being a fraction of our winner's cost and still providing plenty of power for someone who needs it for light-duty work. At number 3, OSTBA Electric Deli Meat Slicer 150W. In a lot of ways this is similar to the above model, but is significantly less impressive to me as a low-budget model due to its price point being fairly high, not quite twice the price of the above model, but close. The stainless steel blade is disappointing. Stainless steel is an okay material for knives, but not the best, and won't stand up to repeated sharpening over the course of years. You'll eventually need to replace the blade with another 7.5-inch blade for cutting. 7.5 inches is fine, but for the price of this model, I'd hope for larger. The tray is fine, as is the sturdy but lightweight anodized aluminum body. Much like the above model, the suction cups are not to my taste. I'd rather something not so fragile and unreliable for keeping grip on my counter. The safety lock is a double-edged sword. It's nice to have a safety feature, but needing to hit a safety button and the power option at the same time is annoying. The power output is very low, 150 watts, and it has a relative lack of performance compared to a higher quality model. Don't try to cut soft or tacky substances with this, like soft cheese or raw meat. All in all, it's hard to recommend this model when there is a meat slicer with the same or better performance and a lower price available. At number 2, Chefman Die-Cast Electric Deli Food Slicer. If you find yourself cutting a lot of very tough meats, this is a great budget meat slicer. It's a low price, in the ballpark range of the Gourmia model above, with an average-sized 7.5 inches blade and a very nice tray. It looks good on a countertop, with a sleek black coloring on the silver of the tray and blade. This feature doesn't factor very much into my analysis, but always worth noting that an appliance won't make your kitchen look worse. The body is a sturdy die-cast aluminum which can last you a very long time. If there's some kind of accident, it has a pretty good 1-year warranty attached to it. The serrated blade is going to be the real deciding factor on whether you want this or not. It makes this slicer significantly less good at slicing soft meats. It's likely to tear apart lunch meats and anything softer you put in front of it rather than slice. Whether you want or need the serrated blade is the real make or break of this unit. You're paying a bit extra over the Gourmia for the privilege, and it doesn't do much of anything else special, save have a bit of extra power. It puts out 180 watts, giving it a bit more cutting force for those tougher meats. At number 1, OSTBA Electric Deli Meat Slicer 200W. This model is almost identical to the OSTBA model we already covered. It has a solid anodized aluminum body that protects it from corrosion, a must when dealing with meaty substances. The tray is a good size, though the blade is a bit small compared to some other meat slicers at 7.5 inches, while also being serrated, which is a bit of a minus in my book for something that only comes packaged with a single blade. If I had to choose one, I'd take the smooth edge as it's far more versatile. The suction cups I'm still not a fan of, as I'd vastly prefer no-slip rubber bottoms, particularly with this model's advantage over its weaker brother in the same line. The main draw of this meat slicer is its power, being a 200-watt model. While weaker than our winner or the Viver meat slicer above, it is also significantly cheaper than either, about a third of the price, and puts out an impressive amount of power for something at the lower end of the price range. For this alone it's worth recommending, as everything else is at least passable, with durable if cheap materials like the stainless steel blade and a high performance. The only real sticking point is that serrated blade. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe my channel to see more videos like this. If you have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.